Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that super red day today in the markets. So if you were trading the stock market, you obviously know it's been a super red day today. Unity down 13%, Cloudflare down 10%, NVIDIA down 10% as well after it's been falling all month, down 30% total now. Is this one of the best deals in the stock market? We're going to talk about NVIDIA in this video. We're also going to do a general stock market update. We're going to talk about SPY, ticker symbol SPY, ticker symbol QQQ. We also have things like Amazon down 7%, and it seems like it's headed down now. It's breaking some supports. It's actually right at the support of 126, the neckline right there. So it's probably going to fall a little bit further below $125 per share. Google, Apple, Qualcomm, other ones down 6 to 5% today. Google at a 1-year low, and it looks like it just broke past a hard support that it was at $105 per share. It's now at $104 per share, and you can see that there's some hard supports right at $101 per share. So the question is, will it keep its head above $102, $101 per share, or will Google head down to $86 per share? So if you look at the short-term pattern for Google, it is bearish. If Google falls below $100 per share, I'm going to be loading up some for long-term. We've talked about Google in the past. We're not going to do a super deep dive today, but before we get to the rest of this video, subscribe with post notifications on if you haven't already. Drop a thumbs up on this video if you appreciate the content that's loaded and the value that's loaded within these videos. So we see the S&P 500 down around 4% today after it had a pretty great week. QQQ is down 5%. This is more heavily tech focused. So that implies that big tech is down more than the overall stock market. And if you didn't know what happened, inflation data was released today, and in the reading today, it was above 8%, which we wanted below 8%. We wanted 7.8, 7.9. Anything below 8 would have done. We got above 8, unfortunately. Also, next week, we have rate hikes incoming. All right, so be aware, be alert for that. Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, be prepared. However, you should start preparing now for next week because there's a good chance that the Fed's actually going to do a 75 basis point hike next week, which is going to be one of the largest in history. So if you want to see what trades I'm taking out before some of those readings come out, make sure you join the close friends list. Message me on Instagram. We've been having a lot of success in the stock market today in the close friends. And I know we just did a deep dive into NVIDIA, but I do want to talk about them again. I know a lot of you guys probably want me to talk about them also. They're down 10%, one of the biggest losers on the day, to $131 per share. They're one of the best buys, I think, in the stock market if you plan on holding for a year to 2 years. Okay, they're at a 2020 low, $130 per share, which is an extremely strong support. So you better be watching this $130 support. But we can see that it goes all the way down to 124 and even as low as 121. So watch all those supports. 124 and 121 are important supports, and there's a good chance that we'll see NVIDIA meet those supports. But the question is, will NVIDIA go below $100 per share? Because that implies still around a 20 to 30% more downward movement than we've already seen on NVIDIA. So here we see an article titled, "What's Going On with NVIDIA? Shares are 10% lower Tuesday. Shares of semiconductor stock at large are trading lower after August CPI data shows greater than expected U.S. inflation, which has caused economic concerns and has raised expectations for aggressive Fed policy next week." Remember, Fed rate hikes could cause a slowdown in the economy. That's why people are so afraid of these rate hikes, is because that it could trigger a recession. It could trigger home prices to start falling as well, which could pressure demand in the semiconductor and chips end market. What happened, according to the data, U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the headline CPI rose 8.3% in August, down from 8.5% in July. However, the August CPI reading came in at above average economic estimates of 8%, like we talked about. And that's the entire article, folks. So we'll see you in the next videos. Peace. No, I'm just kidding. But imagine if my videos were like that. Like, look at this article. There's no meat on the bone. There's literally, that's the whole article is what we just went over. Okay, here's a pretty good article. It says better buy AMD versus NVIDIA. Shares of NVIDIA and AMD saw all-time highs during the worst of the pandemic. However, both stocks lost steam in 2022 as companies' growth fell out of favor. While NVIDIA and AMD are home to the high-quality businesses, one is a safer bet. Both tech companies' stocks have faced significant losses over the year. Okay, as we already know, we can kind of skip that one. So NVIDIA, leader in graphics. NVIDIA, 29 years in business, have built into a leader in the graphics processing unit, GPUs, used in gaming, cryptocurrency mining, professional applications, and more. The company also designs chips, systems for automotive and robotic products. NVIDIA flourished throughout the pandemic, with its stock rising 500% between March 2020 and November 2021, when it reached an all-time high. However, the tech stock lost 58% since November high as investors lost faith in the company's stability. The semiconductor company suffered a disappointing second fiscal quarter. Revenue fell 33% year over year to $2.04 billion as consumer demand for its gaming GPUs decreased significantly. Gaming is NVIDIA's second biggest segment, making up 30% of the company's total revenue in Q2. As a result, decreased demand for its gaming GPU units has hit the company hard, with its third quarter guidance not doing much to rally investors. The chip maker expects to bring about 5.9 in revenue in next quarter, a 15% decline from the previous year. Okay, well, it's going to be hard to compete with 2021 when everyone was at home just playing games and school was closed and people were working from home more than ever, so you got to think about that. Thanks to decreased GPU sales and shrinking professional visualization segment. Okay, AMD strengthened diversification. While NVIDIA saw substantial loss in the second quarter, AMD boasted a 70% rise in year-over-year revenue. The increase was primarily fueled by a 32% rise in gaming revenue. The stark difference between the company's gaming segment comes from the difference between gaming PC and console market. NVIDIA's gaming revenue is comprised of GPU sales to PC gamers, with a portion made from providing chips to Nintendo's Switch consoles. AMD's segment is far more diverse, with revenues coming from PC GPU sales and semi-custom products it provides for consoles such as Microsoft, Xbox, Sony, PlayStation, and Valve's Steam Deck. So not only are they just doing GPUs, okay, AMD's also providing chips to, Nintendo Switches, to Xbox, Sony PlayStation, and much more. In 2021, the Nintendo Switch sold 8.2 million units, while the Xbox Series XS sold about 8.7 million. PlayStation 5 sold 11 million, so it was obviously in the lead. AMD's rise in gaming revenue shows that its ability to diversify the segment has played to its advantage. The PC market is in a slump, with multiple tech companies feeling the effects. Despite significant gains in revenue on the second quarter, AMD's Q3 revenue projection of $6.7 billion versus analyst expectation of $6.8 billion due to decreased PC demand has caused the stock to fall 10% just in August. However, its gaming segment isn't the only part of its business that's strengthened by diversification. While NVIDIA's business is 30% gaming and 56% data centers, AMD is much more evenly split between its four segments. Okay, in Q2 2022, AMD's revenue was 22% data centers, 32% clients, 25% gaming, and 19% embedded products. Okay, so if you want to be a little bit more diversified, AMD is the clear winner here. However, if you believe in GPUs more, then NVIDIA is going to be the clear winner. There's no doubt that NVIDIA and AMD have suffered at the hand of declined PC market. However, AMD seems more capable of propping up its business with the other segments. NVIDIA dependence on PC sales and the volatility in the cryptocurrency markets make it a less reliable stock. Additionally, AMD said in 2022 earnings call that it had gained market share for 9 consecutive quarters in a row, having taken shares from Intel, illustrating its growth dominance in the market. Its consistent growth and variety of succeeding segments suggest AMD is the better buy over NVIDIA. So comment below if you do agree. I have price alerts set at 121, 115, and then $100 per share for NVIDIA for larger buys. AMD, I'm a huge fan of, also down 9% on the day. Could be a good time for long-term buying. In my opinion, it's going to drop down to $73, $75, closer to that support there. The question is, will it go under that support? It's a pretty hard support. We've seen it hit the support a few times, $74 per share, one time, two times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. This will be the 6th time hitting that $75 support. And if it does miss that, there's a good chance it'll drop down to around $60 per share, which is a huge drop from its current support. Okay, so that might be good for put options. I have buy alerts around $55 per share for long term. I think AMD is a great stock to have in your portfolio for long term, and I am dollar cost averaging in. We have an average cost of around $81 per share. I want to get that closer to $55 per share or under 60 for my average cost. I only have 2.4 shares, so I can still grow my position by a significant amount. So that covers AMD and NVIDIA. So comment below what stocks you want me to talk about in the next video. We have many stocks that are good buying opportunities right now. It's also a great time to join the close friends list. We have a lot of options that we're going to be playing with the whole Fed reaction in the market. We have some good long-term buys in the market right now because we're seeing a dip down again. And if it continues to sell off for a couple more days or even a couple more weeks, then we'll even have more opportunities in the stock market. So get excited, get ready. There is a lot of opportunities in the stock market on the horizon. Meta or Facebook is also a stock I wanted to talk about in this video, but we didn't have the time. They're down 9% also. They're at a pretty strong support on the 3-month and the year. Looks like they just broke down past that support. We can see that it was closer to 155. Interesting to track Facebook or Meta platforms over the next few weeks to see how the stock performs. And there could be some huge buying opportunities for long-term investors in Meta platforms also. Thank you guys for all the love and support that you have been showing on the channel and the YouTube channel and the Instagram page. If you haven't joined the close friends list yet, click success number 6 and look through some of the recent success that we've had just from this week. And if you look at just the success that we've had today, you can see this is just posted 8 hours ago. $600 call just from holding from one day. DM me to get in the private group. $1,300 made, over 140% gain. Just absolutely massive gains from one trade. All right, thanks for the tips on shorting SPY. We took puts out on SPY, on TQQ, and we made some good money. Another student making 368, now over 1,500 signups. And if you want to join and be part of the program, it's as simple as messaging me on Instagram, and I'll shoot you over my website so you can check that out, see how much everything costs to join the program. You're going to absolutely love the program, and I'm excited to help people. Super rewarding and fulfilling to help people reach their goals and make money in the stock market. So I absolutely love how rewarding this job is. So message me on Instagram if you need help developing your wealth and building your wealth in the stock market. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Share this video with a friend, like this video, subscribe with post notifications on if you made it this far. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.